Hello everybody and welcome back to the Guiseley Youth Academy save on Football Manager 2023. Now first off, before we get into the video, if anyone knows what shirt this is, because I'm pretty sure the badge isn't going to get into camera view, then leave your answers down below. It's I'll be surprised if anyone gets it, put it that way. But yes, we're diving into the video, and the first thing we've got to do before we actually get into the save is to thank a few people. So we have some members, some Patreons that I want to thank at the beginning of this video. So Connor, you are going to get your name in the game. We'll decide which player it's going to be probably in this episode, because you have signed up to the membership level to get your name in the game. And a big thank you to Alpha Cough, who signed up to the legendary membership status, which you can do below if you want to. I don't generally ever ask for anyone to give me money or anything like that. It's just, if you're enjoying the videos and you've got a spare buck or two to send, then please do. But yeah, thank you, Alpha Cough. You subscribe to legendary status, which means you get your name in the game as a player or a member of staff. So please do let me know down below what you want to do with that one, because yeah, that's unbelievable. Thank you very much for that. It's incredibly generous of you. And then from the patrons, we have Joe, who has been a long-term patron of the channel. So thank you, Joe, for keeping that going. And Jan Petrick as well. So Jan Petrick, you can get your name in the game as a player if you like, if you're still watching the videos. And Joe, you can either have your name as a player or a member of staff because of the level that you are subscribed to. So thank you very much, guys. Now let's get into the video. So there was a few requests to say, Dave, what's your profiles, or CLF, what's your profile looking like? This is my manager strats at the moment, or attributes at the moment. We have one for adaptability, because we've been at the same club for the whole time. We have one for distribution, handling, and shot stopping of goalkeepers, because I do no goalkeeper training whatsoever. 6 for fitness, which is about right. I'm a tubby little guy. And we have very good attributes for everything else. Discipline, 20. People management, 20. Motivating, 20, I think is absolutely crucial. And we're good at training tactical, mental, and defending. And I was a defender when I played football, and I'm a manager now in Singapore. I do manage a team here, and I do think I'm quite technical around it and quite a good motivator as well, because I'm a manager at work. So, you know, I think it's okay. I'm known for wanting a high tempo pressing game and paying close attention to youth development. So it's good that that is picked up by the game, which is absolutely awesome. But as ever, we're going to start with, before we go and look at our preview of the youth intake, we're going to go and look at a couple of players to see how they're progressing. It's what you guys and girls wanted to see in the video. And yeah, we're going to dive into the under 18s, and who can guess who we're going to go and look at? Of course, we're going to look at Patrick Kaminsky, who is now very able to play at right back, which is good. He is developing pretty well, judging by the attributes here. He's probably soon going to be moved into training to be a centre-back, because I do think that's a very good option with his height. His pace, we do need a pacey centre-back to come through, so I do think that's going to be good. If we look at his progress, then it looks like it's going up pretty well at the moment. Attributes wise, in the last month, we've seen an improvement in crossing, free kick taking, and marking. Concentration's going up, which is awesome. Decisions is going up, which is really good. Anticipation, positioning needs to be higher for a centre-back as well if he's going to play there. Vision's going up as well. And we have a bit of pace, a bit of stamina, and a bit of acceleration all going up at right back as well. Over the 6 months that he's been at the club, crossing has gone up a lot, and my doorbell's gone. And next up, we're going to look at Omari Brown, another one that got quite a lot of attention in the comments when we said, who do I think is going to be your favourite player, or the best player from this generation? Omari Brown is the one that we're looking at now. A speedy winger, can fit our systems pretty well, to be honest. England and Antigua and Barbudan, things how you announce that. But yes, into the development, and this is what he looks, 6 months, so this will stay in. So not a huge amount of change, actually. Some dropping off on the technical stuff, which is something we've gone into in terms of the training to have a look around what he can and can't do differently. Or not him, but the whole sort of setup for the under-18s training. And yeah, and nothing much of note. If we go to the last month, then again, we're just seeing a few little bits of drop off all around. But jumping reach is going up, which I guess is half decent. Concentration isn't, which again, we've shown this before, can be a bit of an issue because we are training him as a Ramdeuter to try and get that concentration up, but at the moment not been performing. But he is only 16, so we've got plenty of time to go. And then the final one we're going to look at is Georgios 2, another winger. We're training him to be an AML up here. And yeah, I mean, he's got a lot to live up to. Georgios 1 got sold for quite a large sum of money to Portsmouth, or large sum for us anyway, but really good pace, looking like he's going to develop pretty well. His progress is in the last month we've seen A little bit of change in some of the technical attributes. Corners have got better. First touch has got better. In mental attributes, decisions is going up. Composure is going up. But again, nothing in concentration just yet. Off the ball is decreased, as is work rate. But yeah, acceleration, agility, all looking good. But we've seen an increase in stamina as well, which is good to see. Over the 6-month period, it's generally been an increase in mental attributes. Physicals have shown some good ones as well. Stamina's gone up quite a lot, and yeah, we've got some declining technical attributes, which I don't know if it's because it's a coaching thing. Maybe we don't have good enough coaches for the technical side of things in the under-18, something I'll review later on. But at the moment, there's a bit of a change, so it's not too bad. But going into the season for the senior team, it's been a really interesting one. Flirting with the drop zone is how it's been. The drop zone is place, 21, 22, 23, 24, all go down. And I did say anything above 21 is an absolute bonus. So we've been as low as 20. We've never actually been in the bottom 4, but we've been very close to it. We are on a little bit of run to get out of it, even though we haven't won all these games. We are on a little bit of a run to get out of it. But yeah, it's been tough. I thought it was going to be easy. When we won the first game 1-0 and drew with Exeter, and then we lost to Reading, and then we lost again to Wigan, and then we won, and then we lost and we lost and we lost and we won and or drew and we lost and we lost. But beginning of the season we were winning, drawing lots of games, and then I don't know, we lost to Wigan in the EFL Trophy, lost to Crawley, lost to Oxford, lost to Rotherham, beat Stockport, drew with Swansea, drew with Chesterfield, beat Woking in the FA Cup first round, and beat Wrexham in the EFL Trophy, which is good because we qualified from that. Beat Rochdale, lost to Burnley, beat Wimbledon, AFC Wimbledon, beat Lincoln in the EFL Trophy, drew with Wimbledon 2-2 in the FA Cup second round, lost to Wrexham 1-0, which is really annoying because we beat them in the EFL and lost to them in the league. Beat Birmingham 2-1 in the league, and then we have Wimbledon back-to-back. We're going to play them in the FA Cup second round replay and the EFL League One as well. So it's proved to be an interesting season. We are rotating quite a lot. A lot of youngsters are getting called up into the first team and getting some games. There's a few things we need to touch on as well. So the bug with the under-21s is really irritating because you can't really do anything to delegate what you want to do. What we've had to do is call up everyone that is playing in the under-21s, which is all these people here, which is a lot of names you'll recognise, I'm sure, are actually in the first team squad so that we can do their individual training, we can set up the sort of routines we want them to do, and then they're available to play for the under-21. So they're still getting lots of game time. It's just a little bit of a workaround to allow us to still manage their training and everything like that. So I wanted to, if people come in and say, oh my God, your first team squad's huge, that's why. Because anyone that can play for the under-21s that isn't a first team regular is made available for the under-21s, and they're playing their football down there, which is good. So they're still getting plenty of game time, which is absolutely awesome. In terms of everything else, what did I need to check out before we go and look at the youth intake preview? Because, oh yes, club info. This is what I had to go and show you. If we look at general, right down here, right in the bottom left, rumours of a potential board takeover are happening. So our chairman is potentially looking to move on and be replaced by another member of the board, which isn't ideal because we need someone with a load of money, to be honest, because finances 1.075 million in the negative, and we are not halfway through the season yet, which is a little bit of a concern. There's not really much interest in our players, and we're having to start to renew contracts just because that's the point we're at in the season. So it's not looking amazing. We've not got any sort of warnings about money or anything like that. So I think as long as the new chairman or chairperson comes in and doesn't leverage the club with more debt, we're okay, because we still have our debt from the stadium expansion, which we're paying off and is going to be paid off, and for another 4 or 8 years it's going to be paid off for, so that's going to be difficult. And then we just need to focus on basically trying to stay afloat as a club. Every time we get to the end of the season, it really helps, right? We get these little bits here, the money comes in at the end of the season for parachute payments and stuff like that, which really helps. That's what we just need to focus on and make sure we keep doing it. In terms of the squad, the only one that's ever had any sort of real interest for a transfer-wise is... where's he gone? Oh, he's on holiday because he's absolutely shattered. So if we take unavailable off, it is Hanif Bertrand is there, as you can see, wanted by Notts County and MK Dons. So not too sure if he would really want to. Notts County are a better team than us. MK Dons are higher than us in the league, but I'm not too convinced that they're actually a better team than us. We are also going to get into a lot of concerns at the moment. If we go back to the club info page, our facilities are really, really poor compared to everyone else in the league. So I think a lot of players are going to move because of that, or put in requests. In the contract updates or renewed contracts, we are getting requests for upgrade training facilities. At the moment, I can keep removing it, but it's going to be a bit difficult to carry that on in the future. So we'll have to hopefully get some money in and upgrade our facilities, because they certainly need it. They certainly need it. And then finally on this page, new kits for the EFL League One season. I didn't show them off in the last episode, but this is what we're rocking this time. The home kit, plain white with the 3 stripes from Adidas, who are our new team kit manufacturer. Volt have decided that we don't have to use their logos anymore in terms of their colours. We can use their logo, but in the colours of Guiseley, which is amazing. And then the yellow with the little design on it, which I actually quite like. I'd probably buy both of those kits if I was a Guiseley fan, to be honest. But yeah, there you go. So the club is worth 4.2 million. We have a loan debt of 775k. Finances are okay, apparently, even though we're £1 million in debt. Regional reputation 2-star. That should increase even if we stay in, even if we get relegated. That should increase, because League 2 is a bit more than regional, I think. Professional squad personality and a professional squad status as well. Right, but here we are. Let's go and look at the youth academy. Sort of prospective players that are coming in, and obviously it looks incredible. I'm just going to do that so that we get all this. Excellent intake, terrific group of players coming through, and has potentially a real golden generation for the club. Goalkeepers, at least one of our goalkeepers looks like a great prospect. A. Fullbacks, at least one of our fullbacks has plenty of promise. A. Defence midfielders, one of our defence midfielders, potential to go far. A. Central midfielders, 2 prospects in central midfield. A. Wide midfielders, 2 of them look great prospects. A. Wingers, in terms of wingers, 2 very handy prospects. A. Strikers, we have a forward who can be considered a fine prospect. A. And centre backs, one of our centre backs looks promising. B. No attacking midfielders, no wing backs, not too worried about that. But if we look at the map, 3 players can play striker, 2 AMRs, 1 AML. So one of them, I imagine, will be AML, striker, AMR. 2 central midfielders, 2 centre backs, which is good. We need new centre backs coming through. 1 left back, 1 right back, 1 right midfielder, 1 left midfielder, and 1 holding midfielder, and 1 goalkeeper. So it's interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how it comes through. Nathan Austin is the person that's coming, that is bringing them through this year. Obviously, he has a resolute personality, so we're hoping that he can rub that off on some of them that come through. And it's his first year. This is his first year as head of youth development. So his most pressure is going to come next year. But it'll be interesting to see how he does as our new head of youth development, to be honest. But yeah, all in all, I am quite happy with how the season is going. It's sort of, as long as we don't get relegated, it's a good season. I am a bit concerned that we don't have a lot of interest in our players in terms of transfers, because we probably do need to generate some money, but I also don't want to sell people just for the sake of it. But yeah, we'll have to see how it works, to be honest, how we do. Hopefully the finances sort themselves out. Hopefully we get a good board takeover with a lot of money as well. I'm also going to say at this point in the video that there's probably going to be some different sort of videos hopefully coming to the channel. If I get a bit of time, I want to record some maybe like tutorial-esque videos about what I've done and what I'm doing and things I enjoy, and trying to answer questions that people have got. So get those in the comments as well. If there's a certain type of video you'd like to see, please do let me know, because I'll try and do a video around it. I'm also going to try and do a bit more, some different sort of videos. I wouldn't say experiment videos, because they never interest me, but videos that I feel like could have an impact and an interest from other people as well. So a few quirky ones potentially, a few that would be more tutorial-esque, and then obviously the Guiseley save as well. And when I do get time, I'll be streaming over on Twitch for the Newcastle save, which all the links are in the description, so go down there and have a look. And thank you again to the new members and the Patreons that are supporting the channel with that. Just that little bit extra. I don't ask for it, I don't expect it, but thank you very much. It is greatly appreciated. Right, I think we're going to go and play a game. I don't want this video to be too long, because it is only a youth intake preview. We do have a game today, yes. All right, we'll play the FA Cup second round replay against Wimbledon, and we'll be back for that to go through the lineups. Right, here we are then. FA Cup away from home. AFC Wimbledon return leg. A 4-2-3-1 for them. They've just appointed Daniel Agger, ex-Liverpool defender, as their manager literally today. So he stepped into the dugout. We're lining up like that. Moore, Priestnall, Jones and Mills at the back. Salt and Adams in the middle. Stitt, Rocket and Tame in behind all press. So it's a reasonably strong lineup for us that's available. Danny Adams back in. purely because Hanif Bertrand is on his holidays getting some rest after he was absolutely shattered. So yeah, we're playing the 4-2-3-1. We've mixed it up a little bit. We now have an inverted winger rather than inside forward, and All-Press's attributes have changed to make him favour of being a deep lying forward, so that's what we're using rather than a pressing forward at the moment. But Rocket out to Mills. We've got men over here. Mills shoots. Oh, he could have put that in. Their goalkeeper has one hell of a haircut. That is awesome. Tarmy with a free kick. He's going to swing this one in. Jones heads it down. Salt. Oh, it was cut out. And are Wimbledon going to get this new manager bounce straight away? That's what I'm interested to see. 25 minutes gone already. We've been very clearly on top of this game, but 35 minutes gone, it's all sort of petered out and become a bit even, which always worries me. We're having a bit more XG coming up towards half time. Lloyd to Adams. Jones up towards Stitt, brings it down. Rocket's there but can't control it. Priestnell will mop that one up. Oh, he's missed it. Rocket's in, shoots. Oh, off the underside of the bar. What a goal from Rocket, playing in the attacking midfield role today because Fearon needed a rest. And that, what a goal that is. Priestnell on his left foot hoofs it long. The keeper, the centre-back, Griffiths, completely miss it. And Rocket on the half volley. What a hit that is from Rocket. It's 1-0 going into half-time. Daniel Agger will be shocked that a League 2, newly promoted team to League 1 have done that to his team. And, well, we deserve it. We've been by far the better team. So I think what we're going to do going into this one is just drop it down to balanced. And then we're just going to say, with these guys, just have a few more. Let's just make sure our XG is still ticking over, and we're just going to just keep it. Just make sure we keep testing their keeper. He didn't look brilliant from that chance there, so I just want us to make sure we're still, we're going balanced, but I don't want us to stop creating chances and having those chances, even if it's a few more from range. I want to keep that XG up as Williams, he's gone a long way. Good block on it. Oh, he's got the rebound as well. Squares it. Good tackle from Adams. But from the edge, just over the bar for AFC Wimbledon. They've started the second half very well indeed. So let's we'll give them some praise. We're 1-0 up away from home. It looks to be a bit more all Wimbledon as Naylor with a clever free kick there. Good save from Lloyd. I think we're maybe dropping off a little bit too much as Mills comes forward with it. Up towards All-Press, can't win it. Adams knocks it to nobody, and their central midfielder picks it up. Sharman turns, shoots just past the post. 1-0. We're going back to positive to try and keep on the front foot of this game because we have done nothing in this second half. It's been all AFC Wimbledon, not on target, but it has been all AFC Wimbledon. Right, we're going to make a change. All-Press is going to come off. Cameron Thorpe's going to come on. He comes on with more pace, so can go as an advance forward. And then we're going to say, try and get the ball in behind. As you can see, we've tweaked the system. It generally makes us a bit more defensively solid, touch wood, even though we're not creating much in this game at the moment. I don't think we've actually had a shot in this half. More up to Rocket, more ball in. It's not a very good cross. It's flicked away. Sharman down the line to Clark Iono. The marking in the middle is terrible. Clark Iono's going on his own. It's a lovely goal, to be honest. They've hit us on the counter. They've done really well. I feel like we don't need to shoot. I mean, we're not getting the shots off, but I don't feel we need to shoot. Clark and O did really well to cut inside and do that. But yeah, AFC Wimbledon having a superb second half here. So I think what we do is just go back to how we were playing in the first half and, yeah, try and get back into this game. They have done absolutely everything. We have done absolutely nothing. Stitt not having a game. Tarmy not having a good game. He's been moaning about not having enough football, so Jimmy Curran will come on for him. I think Stitt will bring off as well, and we'll bring on. It'll be Chris Fearon. I think Stitt stays on because I don't want to move Rocket. Mills, Mills, you're so inconsistent. It's so irritating. Les Knight can come on at left back as the club captain and see how he does. Long kick forward, Moore with a good header. Stitt, who was just about to come off, can't keep it in, and that's going to be the highlight just to get our subs on, I think. So hopefully some fresh legs will allow us to get back into this game and get back on top as we were in the first half. Lloyd to Jones. You see, we keep the ball a bit more. That's 2-1. Our playmaker's given that away. He's got some of the best passing in the squad. It's so irritating, it makes my nose itch. That is... I don't quite know what Adams was trying there. Yeah, not sure about that one. Mr. Adams, that's not very good at all. So, look, demand more. There's only 7 minutes to go. Right, let's go Fearing on for Stit. Rocket out here. You go on to attack as well now. Lewis Salt is not having a good game. Graham O'Brien can come on for him. I guess we go attacking. We don't need to pass into space anymore. In fact, let's just go... No, let's stay on positive because if they can get back to playing how we were... Lloyd out to Knight on the left. Over the top, even though we've just taken passing to space off. But AFC Wimbledon really starting to dominate this game. Fearing out to Rocket. He's tackled well by Garner and puts in a bit of a strong tackle on him to try and get the ball back. Rowe. Up it goes. Jones with a good header. Fearing flicks it on. Thorpe wins it. Adams. Into Thorpe again. Thorpe. He's keeping the ball. Oh, Adams has lost. Adams is having a shocker in this game. This is why he's no longer first choice. Hanif Bertrand is first choice in that playmaker role now. But it looks like we're going out of the FA Cup. I mean, look at this second half. Daniel Agger has fired them up. Absolutely no end. And we haven't had an answer to it. We haven't had an answer to it. I could have done maybe... No, we had no momentum in the second half. Bloody hell. Anthony Clark Ionu. He looks okay. He doesn't look amazing. He's 27, so he came through a youth team at West Brom in the Championship is when he came through. Wrexham paid big money for him and then let him go. So... yeah, I mean, he's no better than ours, I don't think. But he dominated the game there. Point the finger. Look, you did yourselves proud, but it wasn't to be. But we're out of the FA Cup, which means we can focus on the league and the EFL trophy now. We're out of the Carabao and we're out of the FA Cup. So they battered us in shots all in the second half. All in the second half. We outpossessed them, which is something we're working on this season. But yeah, they just really battered us then. That was a game of two halves. We've had a couple of those this season. But yeah, anyway, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about today's episode. Answer the questions down below. And thank you once again to the members and the Patreons that do give that little bit extra. It's very much appreciated. And thank you to all the new subscribers as well. We're still going up, which is awesome. People are loving this style of video. So thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.